turns it on.
Power.
Good evening. Good evening. Let's call this Aventura City Commission meeting, the first one of 2025, to order, and let's have a roll call.
Mayor Weinberg.
Here.
Vice Mayor Friedland.
Here.
Commissioner Ain.
Here.
Commissioner Blatchman.
Here.
Commissioner Bloom.
Here.
Commissioner Cruz.
Here.
Commissioner Orlinsky.
Here.
Mr. Pagis.
Here.
And Mr. Myers.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. Let's rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Is Stella Duran Gonzalez here? If you would come up and lead us.
Testing. Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Any deletions or additions, Mr. Manager?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. I'd like to formally request the deferral of items 6A through 6D on the commission meeting agenda for February 4th, 2025. This deferral will be addressed later in the meeting when the items are read into the record.
Okay, thank you. Let's start with special presentations. We have a proclamation. Is Robbie Etzkin here? Is Stuart Greenberg here? Okay, who's here? Robbie? Come on up. Come on up. If you just stand up here for a moment. Larry, how are you, Larry? Yeah, and I saw you at the event. So I want to thank you for being here. We want to recognize JAFCO because it's a truly amazing, incredible organization that helps so many young people, and of course, their families as well. And so we actually have a proclamation, and I have a commissioner, a vice mayor, and a commissioner on either side of me that I want to help me read it because they're big supporters and fans of JAFCO as well. So Vice Mayor, you start.
Whereas Jewish Adoption and Family Care Options, JAFCO, has provided high-quality services since 1992 to children and families in need, regardless of their religious or cultural backgrounds. And whereas JAFCO works tirelessly to strengthen families and to ensure that every child has a safe, nurturing, and loving environment in which to grow. And whereas JAFCO offers a wide range of programs, including foster care, adoption services, family preservation, and services for children with developmental disabilities, making a profound and lasting impact on countless lives. And
whereas the organization's dedication to empowering families and advocating for vulnerable children demonstrates an unwavering commitment to South Florida and the Aventura community. And whereas the City of Aventura would like to recognize the outstanding contributions made by JAFCO and its staff, volunteers, and supporters, applauding their role as a beacon of hope for many.
Now therefore be it resolved that I, Howard Weinberg, as mayor and on behalf of the City Commission of the City of Aventura, Florida, do hereby proclaim January 14th, 2025 as JAFCO Day in the City of Aventura. Congratulations. So first, if you guys want to say a few words, you're more than welcome. Then, please, you'll come up here and we'll take a picture and we'll actually give you this to take. But I just wanted to say that I've been fond of JAFCO for, I hate to say, but it's over 20 years. But about 21 years ago, my wife and I were planning to adopt a baby from Siberia. And I called JAFCO. I don't even know why I was calling them. I was just calling them because I needed to talk to somebody about bringing a baby home. You know, it was a little different than adopting a dog, you know. And it's been 20 great years. My son is 23 years old and he's amazing. And we have 2 other children right after that, thanks to Hashem, blessed us. So I just always had a warm feeling about JAFCO. When I saw the video last month of what you're doing, and by the way, and you'll probably mention this, but it has nothing to do with being Jewish. It doesn't matter which God you pray to or anything like that, or maybe none. It's, do you need help? And it's such an amazing, amazing organization. And you literally save lives. So I really appreciate everything that is done there, and that's why we wanted to do this, and the commission wanted to do this. So I've said enough, you guys.
Great, thank you. So thank you, Mayor Weinberg and Vice Mayor Friedland, Commissioner Bloom, for your dedication to JAFCO, and thank you to the City of Aventura for supporting the life-saving work, as you heard a little bit about. On behalf of the Board of Directors, staff, volunteers, and most importantly, the children of JAFCO, I am deeply honored to receive this proclamation. JAFCO provides essential care, safety, and support to children and families in our community who are impacted by abuse, neglect, trauma, and developmental disabilities. And we believe every child deserves a place to belong, and it remains our privilege and our responsibility to continue to offer high-quality services to any child and family in need. This recognition today honors the collective effort of many dedicated individuals who laid the foundation and have contributed to our vital work over the past 3+ decades. We are particularly grateful for the incredible love and support from the JAFCO Aventura chapter for over the last 2 decades. Looking ahead to the future, we remain steadfast in our commitment to making a positive impact in our community for the next 30 years and beyond. So on behalf of JAFCO, past, present, and future, thank you for this meaningful recognition.
Okay, come on up. And by the way, you're all welcome. We have plenty of room up here. Come be in the picture. Don't be shy, please.
Yeah. Miguel. Oh, no, no, no. Hold on. Yeah, let's try. All right, everyone, right here. Perfect. Big smile. Okay, and 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. And one more. Good luck. Thank you.
Things get very out of control on Jafco Day in Aventura. Okay, moving on. Stella Duran Gonzalez from Don Silver High School. You did a wonderful job on the pledge. And Dr. McKee, you want to come up here and tell us about Miss Gonzalez. You should both
Miss
come up.
Gonzalez.
Come on up.
You coming up? Awesome. I'll give you a hint of her wit. Is her good friend over here, Sonia, asked, from where would you like me to film? And she said, every side's my best side. So, which is true. Those of you who know Stella love Stella. We have come to love Stella. The best way of evaluating the success of a high school is to determine or observe what opportunities students have when they graduate. And then colleges will evaluate us based on how those students do as ambassadors of our school when they get to their next step. Stella has earned 100% Questbridge Scholarship to Yale University. So we're so proud of her. For this honor, she competed with top students from all over the world. And again, it was a great decision by a very smart group of admissions officers. So we're so proud of you, Stella. And now you get to hear from Stella Duran.
Wow. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to be here to celebrate such an immense achievement with me. I would like to take thank my friends and family for the invaluable lessons that they have taught me. And I would also like to give a very special thank you to my school, Don Sofer Aventura High School, whoop, whoop, and the city of Aventura, really the city of excellence. I would like to thank them for the numerous sacrifices that they have made in order to ensure that their students reach the success that all of the faculty at our school knew that we were capable of. All of the funding, all of the decisions that you lovely people have allowed them to create have truly allowed me to be here right now and celebrate such an amazing accomplishment. They say that it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it also takes a village to get that child to Yale, and I would like to thank each and every one of you here. I would like to extend a very warm thank you to Dr. McKee. I remember right before I became a freshman, when I was still picking out my schedule, he contacted me to do a Zoom call to arrange my classes, and at the time I wanted to be a surgeon because Grey's Anatomy was my favorite show. And he said, you know, a lot of people tell me that they want to do these great things and be successful, but looking at you and truly talking to you today, I truly think you can do it. And I've held those words with me throughout my 4 years of high school, and I hope to make you proud. But 360, right back to my mom, the innumerable sacrifices that you can make, I could keep everyone here until 10 p.m. talking about them. So I'll keep it short and sweet. Thank you so much for everything that you've done, coming here from Puerto Rico just to give me the education and the future that you knew I could have. And I hope I made you proud. Thank you so much, and good night.
Thank you, and congratulations, Stella. This will be the third graduating class this year of Don Sofer High School, and it is just thriving, doing wonderful. Thank you to the staff. It's filled with amazing students every single year, and it's going to continue on that trend. It just so happens that I'm from New Haven, Connecticut. So I just want to tell you, Stella, right across the street from the Sterling Memorial Library, where I assume you'll be spending all of your time, is Toad's Place, a world-famous bar and nightclub, which I assume you'll never be in. But if by chance you see the sign on the street, keep in mind that your mayor used to mop those floors. That is a true story. Anyway, we're very, very proud of you. Thank you so much, and thanks for coming tonight. Okay, Mr. Manager, any special any employee service awards?
Yes, we have one.
And Mayor and Commission and distinguished guests, it's always an honor to recognize one of our police officers, and this is truly one of Aventura's finest. And I think I could say Isaac is the only homegrown, born and raised in Aventura police officer. And a quick story is when he was a young man, he was at Temple, and during one of the High Holy Days, and he ran into our chief of police here that's in the audience before he was chief. And saw him, knew he was a police officer, and asked him, what does it take to become a police officer? What do I have to do? So the chief had told him, these are the 3 things that you had to do: get his education, go to the academy, had to have a clean record, and a couple of other things. So Isaac took that to heart. That's what he wanted to do. He had a strong focus, became a police officer, but he first went to the city of Key West, worked there for a couple of years, and when the opportunity opened up for an opening here in Aventura, he he jumped on that opportunity and came here. So there's two things real quick that distinguishes Isaac, in my eyes, from knowing him for many, many years, is service and dedication. And service to the community and service to his organization, because he was, as soon as he came here, he was a field training officer, went into our, became a departmental instructor, worked for our rapid deployment team, and now he's in our personnel and training unit. And because of his affinity and how much he loves his community, he's been personally responsible for recruiting 25 police officers here and doing their backgrounds to the Aventura Police Department, which is an incredible milestone. Incredible milestone. So I want to thank him for his service. It's a privilege to have him here in the city protecting all of us and serving. And the most important thing, this is his son, 2.5, right? Yeah. That's wanted to come up and see daddy. So let's take a picture together.
Thank you for your service. Thank you. And Stella, before you leave, if you want to come up here and take a picture with the commission, come on up, come on up. Come on up. And if your mom wants to join you. Okay, let's move on to the consent agenda. Does anyone on the commission or the manager want to remove an item from the consent agenda? If not, then I'm going to need a motion to approve. Commissioner Bloom, it's seconded by Commissioner Cruz. And I'm going to ask for a vote.
Commissioner Orlinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Ain,
Yes.
Commissioner Blatchman,
Yes.
Commissioner Bloom,
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Friedland,
Yes.
and Mayor Weinberg.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Item 6, zoning hearings, quasi judicial public hearings. This is second reading of an ordinance. I'm going to ask the clerk to read 6A.
An ordinance of the City of Aventura, Florida, amending Chapter 31, Land Development Regulations of the City Code of Ordinances by amending Section 31-145, Town Center Zoning Districts, to create Section 31-145F, Town Center North Plan Development TC5 District, to provide for a new zoning district and related regulations and standards, providing for severability, providing for inclusion in the code, and providing for an effective date.
Mr. Manager?
Mayor, at this time, I'd like to request that the item be deferred to the February 4th, 2025 City Commission meeting agenda.
I need a motion to defer the item to the February 4th, 2025 City Commission meeting.
I make the motion.
Moved by Vice Mayor Friedland, seconded by Commissioner Bloom. Vote, please.
Commissioner Ain,
Yes.
Commissioner Blatchman,
Yes.
Commissioner Bloom,
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz.
Yes.
Commissioner Orlinski,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Friedland,
Yes.
and Mayor Weinberg.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, 6B, please, Madam Clerk.
An ordinance of the City of Aventura, Florida, approving a small-scale amendment to the future land use map of the City of Aventura Comprehensive Plan pursuant to Section 163.3187 Florida statutes to redesignate an approximate 26.5 acre tract of land on the northeast corner of Biscayne Boulevard and Northeast 213 Street, identified by folio numbers 28-1234-019-0011 and 28-1234-019-0021, from business and office to town center, providing for conflicts, providing for severability, providing for inclusion in the comprehensive plan, and providing for an effective date.
Mayor, again, at
Mr.
this time.
Manager?
Mayor, I'd like to request that this item be deferred to the February 4th, 2025 Commission meeting agenda.
Can I have a motion to defer to February 4th, 2025? Commissioner Cruz, seconded by Commissioner Orlinski. Let's vote.
Commissioner Blatchman,
Yes.
Commissioner Bloom,
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz.
Yes.
Commissioner Orlinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Ain,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Friedland,
Yes.
and Mayor Weinberg.
Yes.
Motion passes.
6C, please.
An ordinance of the City of Aventura, Florida, amending the official zoning map by changing the zoning designation of an approximate 26.5 acre tract of land on the northeast corner of Biscayne Boulevard and Northeast 213 Street, identified by folio numbers 28-1234-019-0011 and 28-1234-019-0021, from Community Business District B2 and Medical Office District MO to Town Center North Plan Development District TC5, providing for severability, providing for inclusion in the code, and providing for an effective date.
Mr. Manager?
Mayor, again, I'd like to defer this item to the February 4th, 2025 Commission meeting agenda.
I'm sensing a pattern. I need a motion to defer to February 4th, 2025. Commissioner Blanchman moves and Commissioner Bloom seconds. Vote, please.
Commissioner Bloom,
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz.
Yes.
Commissioner Orlinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Ain,
Yes.
Commissioner Blatchman,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Friedland,
Yes.
and Mayor Weinberg.
Yes.
Motion passes.
6D, please.
An ordinance of the City of Aventura, Florida, amending the official zoning map by changing the zoning designation of an approximate 3.7 acre tract of land east of the northeast corner of Biscayne Boulevard and Northeast 213 Street, depicted on the location map in Exhibit 1, and legally described in Exhibit 2 from Medical Office District MO to Community Facilities District CF, providing for severability, providing for inclusion in the code, and providing for an effective date.
Mr. Manager?
Thank you, Mayor. Again, I'd like to request that this item be deferred to the February 4th, 2025 Commission meeting agenda.
Motion to defer to February 4th, 2025. Commissioner Ain, seconded by Commissioner Bloom. Vote, roll call, please.
Commissioner Cruz? Yes. Commissioner Alinsky?
Yes.
Commissioner Ain?
Yes.
Commissioner Blatchman?
Yes.
Commissioner Bloom?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Friedland?
Yes.
And Mayor Weinberg.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay. Item 7, first reading on ordinances, there are none. Item 8, second reading. Madam Clerk, item 8, please.
An ordinance of the City Commission of the City of Aventura, Florida, amending ordinance number 2023-17, which ordinance adopted a budget for the 2023-2024 fiscal year by revising the 2023-2024 fiscal year operating and capital budget as outlined in Exhibit A attached hereto, authorizing the city manager to do all things necessary to carry out the aims of this ordinance and providing for an effective date.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to approve? Commissioner Blanchman, seconded by Commissioner Cruz. Mr. Manager, can you review this item?
Thank you, Mayor. This is our year-end budget amendment that we are required to do per our financial policies and auditing requirements. This amendment addresses several projects that were previously approved and other items that were discussed with the Commission. And all of these projects are covered by additional revenues we received in the fiscal year 23-24, or by state and federal grants that we received. Some of the major items include over $2 million that the city transferred to ACES to eliminate their fund balance deficit due to the slow ESSER reimbursement process. And we anticipate the full reimbursement of these monies in 2025. I can also report that we have received $890,000 in reimbursement so far from the county, and we continue making progress on this reimbursement. The police department budget increased by just over $1 million, the majority of which was to resolve the police pension issue involving 14 officers, the pension board, and the police union. There were also increases in police overtime due to the significant flooding event we experienced earlier this year. The other large increase was in capital expenses for Founders Park, which included the playground resurfacing, new basketball courts, field turf enhancement, lighting, and the pickleball courts. Additional federal grants and miscellaneous state grants were used to cover these overages as well. And lastly, our community services programming requires an amendment due to the cost of higher enrollment in our after-school care, dance programs, tennis, soccer, and summer care programs. And these increased programming expenses were offset by corresponding revenue that we received for these programs.
Thank you. Any public comment from anyone on this issue? Item 8. Seeing none, I'll close it for public comment. And I will see if the members of the commission have any questions, comments? No? Then let's vote.
Commissioner Alinsky?
Yes.
Commissioner Ain?
Yes.
Commissioner Blatchman?
Yes.
Commissioner Bloom?
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Friedland?
Yes.
And Mayor Weinberg.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay. No resolutions. Item 10. Any members of the commission or the manager or the attorney, oh, I look this way and then this way. Commissioner Bloom.
I just wanted to give a very quick shout out or recognition to the Aventura Police Department for their amazing service during the holidays. There were 2 events that the police department spearheaded, a Target shopping opportunity with underprivileged kids from our community, where the police department literally took a group of kids shopping through Target and let them pick out their holiday gifts, and that was very special. I'm sorry I couldn't make it because I was sick, but I heard that it was wonderful. And also the police department spearheaded a holiday toy drive. We had a lot of members of the community that came out to help collect toys and volunteered, and funny enough, the toys went to benefit the children of Jeffco. So again, just wanted to thank the police department for always going above and beyond to serve the community.
Thank you. Anyone else? No? Okay, then.
Mayor, if,
I'm sorry.
unless the members of the commission, okay, I'll defer to them. A couple things I just wanted to bring to your attention. You may be aware of it, but the governor is calling a special session from January 27th to the 31st. And the issues that he wants the legislature to deal with: combating illegal immigration, condo regulation, agricultural relief in response to natural disasters, replenishing the My Safe Florida Home Program, and the Citizens Initiative petition process. In addition to that, there was just a bill filed to further preempt housing. I don't know any details, but that's something that will be heard as part of the regular session. So we'll monitor that. Obviously, the city's lobbyists will monitor all these activities as well, but I just wanted to make sure it's on your radar screen. I suspect, condo regulation may be the big one in Aventura.
And some of us, or maybe all of us, will be up there in Tallahassee to fight for what's right. Anyone else up here? Yes, Commissioner.
So thank you. I'm going to do it twice. So I was reminded by Commissioner Bloom, but February 23rd, there is an amazing event happening in Aventura called the Ellie's Army Dirty Socks 5K Walkathon. It's our 7th year, and I'd like to invite our entire community, our entire commission, to please join me. My husband and I have chaired it for 7 years, and I sit as the president of the foundation. So it's near and dear to my heart. I'd like to welcome the entire community to join us. Thanks.
Thank you. Vice Mayor?
This announcement is actually really for everyone who's watching at home, because I think a lot in the commission know this, but an organization that I helped found with Mayor Weinberg called Aventura Cares has partnered with Charter Schools USA to help bring donations to the victims of the wildfires in California. And our two wonderful city schools, Aventura Charter School and Donso for Aventura High School, are doing collections. And we are asking any members of our community to drop off donations either at the schools or to contact me directly. We are requesting new clothing, diapers, and school supplies, as we have partnered with 2 schools in California. Our 2 schools have adopted 3 schools in California to help them specifically. And if anyone's listening, watching us on our live stream, we're going to go back on our YouTube. My number is 754-300-6024. It's 754-300-6024. If you don't want to drop off at one of the schools in the city, I'm accepting donations at my home, and we will be collecting until Friday at 3 p.m. to send everything to California to help from our city. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else up here? Okay, in which case, we'll open the floor for public comment. Does any member of the public want to speak on a topic that you want us to know about? Okay, seeing none, that means everybody's happy. So I will close public comment and ask if there's any other business. Seeing none, I'm going to ask for a motion to adjourn. Commissioner Friedland, Vice Mayor Friedland, seconded by Commissioner Orlinsky. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? We are adjourned.
Under 7. Oh my God. Yes. Wow, good job.